Hey Tubies, it's Lord Ision. Well, you guys have been asking about it, and I promised that today I would teach you about my new Oracle cards, the Mists of Avalon. So we're going to take a look at this wonderful and mystical Oracle deck, so hang with us. One of the first things you'll notice if you get this card deck is that it's got a beautiful, solid box. I really love the box. Inside it has a Celtic spiral symbol, like a triquetra sort of, not triquetra, what's it called? Triskel, like a three-wheeled symbol. This is an ancient pagan symbol of the triple goddess, and known throughout the Celtic Isles. And as you take off the lid, you'll notice that they have a book here, The Mists of Avalon Oracle. Wonderful book. I have to tell you, it's lovely. It's got actually color images of the cards, and so it has an introduction about the Celtic spirituality and Avalon and the Arthurian legends, and then it goes into each of the cards and how to read them. Just really love this deck. And you'll notice then that they're the cards here, and what's beautiful is look at the backs. Let me just take these out. Also in the bottom of the box it has the Celtic symbol as well, like they have in the lid. So you'll see that symbol in the lid and in the bottom of the box. But these cards are really lovely, and you'll notice the back has that Triskel symbol again with the crescent moon. So very Celtic, very goddess oriented, really lovely. So let's take a look at these cards. So there are 36 cards in this deck. Oh, it's 36. I think that's the number. So they're not a lot. You know, usually most Oracle decks have more cards, but these ones are so beautiful, and I think that their meanings are so thorough that you can literally, get a lot out of it. Even though there aren't as many cards, the meaning is really packed in each of these. And so here's our book, Mists of Avalon. You can see on the back they have that Triskel symbol as well. So let's just do a quick glance through these cards. Okay, the first card is called the Abbey, and these are based on Glastonbury in England, which is an actual place where there are ancient churches and temples. It's a mixture of ancient Christian sites and pagan. It's where the Christianity met with paganism. So the first card is called the Abbey, and there's an actual church ruins there at Glastonbury that look like this. And you'll notice that around each of the edges of the cards they have magical words or words related to it. Serenity, shared blessings, interconnectedness, purpose. And so when you get the card, this will help you to determine some of the energies that are associated with the cards. So just lovely. Our second card is called the Tor, and this is an ancient tower that's at the top of Glastonbury Hill. And you see the rabbit there. So this says truth, clarity, source, connection. So really wonderful. Now I'm not going to go through every card and read all of them, but I'll just give you a quick glance through. This one's the Isle of Avalon. Isn't that beautiful? Just lovely. Sorry for the dogs, we're outside. Okay, here's one of my favorite, the Chalice Well. Many of you know I wear a Chalice Well pendant that looks similar to this image here. So there's the Chalice Well. And you'll notice the detail in these cards. You have to really study them because they have a little bird up here, and in the distance you can see another tower on the hill, and there's like the moon rising, and here's like a tree of life sort of imagery coming up through. It's really powerful and mystical. So you have to really study these because every little thing has magic. Like your purple flowers here, which is very magical. Herbs, healing herbs are shown up. And we know that the Chalice Well is a healing place. So very, very fascinating. All right, the White Spring, Camelot. There's a King Arthur's castle. Holy Thorn. This is like a magical tree, a healing tree. It could be even like the tree of life, So, okay. The Sacred Grove. Look at that. You see the moon rising and the owl. And the standing stone with the ancient Celtic spirals. Very magical. Again, you have to really spend time to study these. So today, we're just doing a little glance at them. But we'll do more with these. We're going to do some readings and stuff with these soon. But this is the Chalice Hill, and there's a priestess with the sacred chalice. I love that. As many of you know, I am the keeper of the sacred chalice for the Wiccan order of the Purple Cord. All right, the other world, there's a unicorn. Again, you have to really take the time and study all the little details. There's a lot in these cards, more than initially meets the eye. There's Excalibur rising from the lake. That's pretty magical. Here's one of my other ones, the Holy Grail. This is the sacred chalice. Some say it's a pagan chalice. Some say it's a Christian chalice. Really fascinating. The dragon, look at that. Ooh, it's kind of like yin-yang energy, I think. You know? The sacred union. This is the Lord and the Lady, the God and the Goddess. The mists of Avalon. This is it's beautiful. See the priestess riding on her barge into the mists. If you've seen the movie or the miniseries Mists of Avalon, they show a scene like this where she raises her arms and she parts the mist, and people can then see the holy isle of Avalon. Usually it's cloaked behind mists to protect it from unwanted eyes. Very powerful, mystical. This says here, enchantment, illusion, transformation, and boundary. I think all of those are very accurate. Morgan Le Fay, ooh, powerful. The Lady of the Lake, ooh, I love that. Look at her carrying Excalibur. Look at her horned headdress. She's connected to the horned lord. Beautiful. Merlin, one of my favorite cards. See, magical. Look, he has a mystical green flame in his hand. Pretty powerful stuff. There's King Arthur, the ancient, once and future king, as he's called. Guinevere, his wife, the queen. Igraine, the mother of Arthur. Taliesin, he was a bard, a druidic bard. Anyways, we're not going to go through all these today. We'll talk more about this, but I just want to kind of bring it to you and show you a little bit about it. For those of you who are interested in this deck, I highly recommend it. This will give you a little bit of sense of them, though. Galahad. This is one I like, the Priestess of Avalon. Isn't she amazing and magical? Look at the moon above her. Look at her. Looks like it could be a scrying bowl or a ritual. She's concocting a spell on her altar. Amazing. Oh, we can't not have the Fae involved. Here's the fairy card. Isn't that wonderful? Really beautiful. So we're going to talk more about these, but I just want to give you a little glance at them today and see just how beautiful and powerful these cards are. They're really something. Nimue. Look at her working with magic. This is a very magical deck, and one I highly, highly, highly recommend. Caradwyn, you know Caradwyn and her cauldron. For those of you who practice Wicca, you know about that. Rhiannon, she's wonderful at her horse that she travels on, her white horse. Arian Rod's one of my favorites as well, and this is a magical card that you'll see. So guys, I'll show you more of the deck later on. Today I'm on a tight schedule. I'm having a lot of distractions filming out here, so I recommend it though. You got a little glimpse of some of it today. Mists of Avalon. This deck is designed by Rose and Sarah. Wonderful, wonderful deck. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. Look at the raven there. Isn't that great? And there's the priestess on her barge, parting the mists of Avalon. Highly recommend it. So, Rose and Sarah's The Mists of Avalon Oracle. Highly recommended. Well, Tubies, we're going to take a look at something else today. I promised you we come explore the mysteries of the gazing ball. Our sun is quickly moving to the west now as we're heading into the autumn season. Our sun lord's a little obscured by clouds today, but he's still blessing us with gentle weather. You can hear the birds. You know, on calm days like this, it's a time where you want to do spiritual reflection. So I thought we'd come here today and take a look at our gazing ball. Now, I showed this to you the other day in our video, but it needs a cleaning, so I thought we'd polish it up and talk about it. With the recent rainstorms and mowing of the grass, our ball has become covered. So we're gonna cleanse it. I've got some Windex here, and we're gonna just spray it down. You know, scrying devices have to be cleaned every now and then. And so we're in waning moon, and this is a good time to decrease things. So we want to decrease damage, decrease blockages to vision. And cleaning the scrying ball is one way you can do that. We're going to polish this up here. Wow, it's been a long time since this ball has been cleaned. There's definitely a lot of buildup and a lot of grime, but we're gonna polish it up here and make it look really, really nice. So it takes a little work. And as we were talking about the oracle cards, that's one form of oracle, but a scrying ball can also be an oracle. An oracle is any device that allows you to connect with the spiritual realms and to receive messages from the other worlds and dimensions of spirit. So this ball, you know, as I told you, my parents have had it for about 20 years, and I gave this to them as a gift. And when I gave it to them, I put a spell on it for protection for the house. And also that they would have vision if they wanted it. Well, nobody in our family besides me is a visionary, but it's definitely been consecrated. We're going to recharge it today and bless it. So just hang with us. I tell you, this ball has more grime on it than you would think, but as I said, it's been a long time since it's been cleaned. And usually it just sits out in the rain and gets clean, but we're giving it a special cleaning today so that we can recharge it, and it will continue to bless the house and those who live here. And we'll see if we can get a vision in it today. You know, a simple magical technique you can use when you clean a scrying devices. For example, I should have thought of this earlier, I didn't do it, but if you go counterclockwise, like wax off, spiritually the counterclockwise removes energy, so we want to remove blockages. So if we move in a counterclockwise fashion backwards, we can lend energy to opening the blockages. So as we polish, we could say, with this movement of our hand, the blockages no longer stand. And see, put energy into that. Well, tubies, now that we have our ball cleared off, we want to prepare some stuff to do a consecration. So to consecrate your scrying device, it's really simple. All you need is just a little bit of salt. So we're going to sprinkle some salt in here, just a tiny little bit. You don't need much. And then some water, so we'll add some water. And here's some water now that I've added to our bowl and with salt. So we just want to do a quick blessing over the water. And so we could, if we don't have a wand, we can just use our hand and lay it over it and say, "Here this pentacle I lay to bless this water by night by day. May the Spirit here reside and bless this water to be at our side. So mote it be." Just a simple blessing, invocation of spirit, and laying hands on it. This water is now blessed. So mote it be. You can even touch it and trace the pentagram on it. And there we go. It's ready to take outside. So let's go on. And here we are with our holy water. And so we're going to anoint our scrying ball. There are different ways to do this. There's no one way, but you can just take your hand, your projective hand. I'm left-handed, so I use my left hand. And just sprinkle your device and say, "Wherever this salt and water is cast, may no evil spell or negative intention last. Wherever this salt and water is cast, may no evil spell or negative intention last. You can just sprinkle your ball that way, and that's what we do. And when you're done, you can just take some of the water and even anoint yourself. Get a self-blessing. Say, wherever the salt and water is cast, may no evil spell or negative intention last. Some people like to take their holy water and trace the sign of the pentacle on their head, and that's a wonderful way to use your holy water as well. So there you go. And now our mystic scrying ball is prepared. We might want to do a further invocation where we lay hands on it and we say, I invoke the power of the Lord and the Lady, the God and the Goddess. May your light infuse this ball, that it will be a safeguard for this home and all who reside here. May this ball protect from evil intentions, spells, hostility, and aggression. And may it also serve as a doorway to see into the other world and to receive messages. So mote it be. So mote it be. And so now we've rededicated, cleaned, rededicated, and consecrated our witch ball. In the old days, people would keep these mirrored globes in their home and around their home outside to protect against evil. And so this one has been consecrated to protect from evil and also be a visionary device. Today I don't think I'm going to do scrying, but we'll come back this weekend and do some scrying. I like to use this at night. I feel I get better visions at night. But we know we've prepared our device, our portal, and now it will be a safeguard and a blessing to all who reside here. Well, as I said, our Sun Lord is above us there. He's sinking lower and moving to the west rapidly. But he's blessing our day today. And I'm really blessed to have had this time to spend with all of you. Listen, don't forget this weekend, we've got back-to-back classes. On Saturday, I'll be teaching my psychic development class. And you can register for that over at my website at PsychicBob.com. On Sunday, I'll be teaching a tarot class, and you can register for that at my website as well, PsychicBob.com. So this Saturday, we're going to teach on remote viewing, how to do it and what it is. And on Sunday, we're going to teach how to read the tarot. 2 different classes, but you can register for both of them at my website. The psychic development class price is $30 per person. The tarot class is $31 per person. So I hope you'll go over there to PsychicBob.com and register today. Well, it has been so nice hanging out with you guys today, and I hope wherever you are, you're having an awesome day. Oh, hello, Mr. Grizzly. I had to come up here. Hello, Mr. Grizzly. You here to say hi to the tubies? There he is. That's my boy. Look at him. Oh, my goodness. Well, guys, it's been so much fun. Listen, help me out, please. If you've enjoyed this, like this video, give it thumbs up, share it with your friends, post it on your Facebook, and tell people about what we do here at Spirit Channel. I've so enjoyed being with you guys, and I send you all my blessings. And tell me in the box below, have you used the Mists of Avalon Oracle Cards? Are you familiar with them? Or also tell me, do you have a scrying device, like a mystical magical ball or a mirror that you scry with? Tell me about your scrying experiences. Let's have a discussion. Put your comments below. You guys are best. We'll see you back here tomorrow on Saturday. We'll probably have a Saturday night scrying session with our newly consecrated scrying balls. So be here tomorrow. You guys are the best. I love you. Blessings to all you. We'll see you then. Blessed be.